In this video, we're gonna go from this to this using this.
And then
this to this using this.
Okay, so I thought I only had one issue with my windshield washer system, but I ended up having two. So it's going to be kind of two videos in one. So what I'm going to do first is replace the pump because it wasn't pumping. And then after that, I've got a nozzle that's broken. So the second part will be a nozzle. All right, let's get started.
Okay, so I noticed the windshield washers are not working as they should, obviously. And I'm making a guess here that this is the pump, not a clogged line. Typically, I've had in the past for one clogged, and say this one clogged here, that one right there would shoot completely over the roof. Obviously not what is happening here. So I'm assuming it's the pump, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace the pump. Could be a clogged filter going into the pump, and if it is, we'll see that when I take it apart. Or possibly a pinch line, but I can't think of any reason why there'd be a pinch line. Haven't really worked on the car to cause that. So all right, so next let's go take off the fender well lining. Get this started. Okay, next I'll go ahead and pop these out. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can take this cover off. And to do that, screwdriver's all you need. By the way, there'll be a link to this stuff in the description down there, and extra keepers is always good to have.
Oh. Oh. It's silent.
And I missed one right up here. Oh, I can't get to that one very well. Ow. No! Get back here! Okay, next we got to take these screws off. I believe they're actually 7mm. I just happen to have a 9/32 handy, and it's good enough because these are not tight. And there's, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's another one. No, wait, those may not count. Yeah, they do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Okay, so I didn't pull the fender liner completely out. You can go ahead and remove all the other 12 fasteners and pull the fender liner out if you like. I'm just going to pull it back, and this is right here is what we're replacing. So the first thing I'm going to do is disconnect this and put something underneath it to drain it into. And now we're just going to let it drain. Ah. And this is not toxic or anything. It's just, well, I don't want to be working in a puddle of water. So I'm going to stop the camera right here and let it finish draining off camera.
Next, I unplug the sensor.
Hi. Hi, guys.
In theory, to pull the pump out, it can pull straight out, but I kind of twisted it to break the seal between the gasket, the grommet, and the pump, and just kind of twisted it out. But again, in theory, it could just pull straight out.
Okay, so a quick comparison of the two. Right here. Very similar, not 100%. And be sure to pull this piece off right here and put it on the new one. Okay, now put the new gasket in. Okay, so I don't know if you can see how I unplugged it or not, but basically right here, this gets pushed down. It's pretty tight almost, but you just push that in. Let me plug the pump back in. Make sure it snaps good. Put that in. You want this close to the bottom. Just put it back in the same orientation it was before. Put the hose on. And next we'll go test it. Oh, not next. Next we'll put some fluid in.
And right here's where I found out that I had two problems.
And of course, just reverse and reinstall. Alright, so as you can see, I've got a little problem with flow. I've already looked at it. I have a broken nozzle. So I'm going to go in and replace the nozzle. Pretty simple task, just open the hood, remove the hood insulation, and then pop out the jets. There's a clip. There's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 clips total. And once you get those off, it just unhooks from right here, and then get on the other side. And they come out pretty easy. Now, of course, if you should happen to break one of these, it's good to have one of those little kits with all the different little clips in there. And along with the washer nozzle, there'll be a link to these guys in the description as well, in case you happen to lose one or break one, which I'll probably do before I get done here. It sounded like breakage, but it wasn't. And now it just lifts out. Oh, no. Okay. There we go. There we go. Pull the camera around here a little bit. Okay, now you can see the jet is broken. Oh man, it just shattered right in my hand. Oh, it's gonna be tricky to get out. Wow. Okay, squeeze the tabs and then it explodes. See, it's a little brittle. So next I need to get this plastic out of here. Okay, and then try to get that piece out of the hose here. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh, it's too brittle. I'm going to take this out and get that piece that stuck out of there. Wow, so I really just crushed it and then blew through it, and it blew the pieces of plastic on out. Alright, the jets are the same for both sides, so there's no left or right or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. But of course you do want the jet facing the windshield. And these do have little keepers on them. That's rubber, by the way. It's not a keeper, that's a little rubber seal. So we're going to put that on like so, just like so, and then put this in with it facing the way the hose goes. And I'm going to go ahead and connect that piece right there. There we go. And reconnect it. And I'm going to do the other side, because I'm guessing it's seen as much sun as this side has. Here. Oh, that was just as brittle. Get that. Alright, just push that up through. Yeah, that one was toast too, so throw that one away. And once again, place that little piece back on there. Like so. I'm going to test it real quick before I close everything up. Of course, then just reinstall everything. Put all the clips back in or replace them.